So listen carefully. So we want to start from kinds of rights. Kinds of rights. Again, so far we discussed about the importance of rights, the ideas of the philosophers in the century 17th and 18th, the people, the political philosopher, those who give the idea in 17th and 18th centuries related with the rights, and the idea of modern philosophers about rights, their idea about rights there, and Immanuel Kant and his idea about human rights, the difference between natural right and human rights, human rights, and how the constitutions are creating opportunity for each and every individual to enjoy his or her rights in the society, and almost all the constitutions are making some or arranging some provisions to the government, okay, or insisting the government to do something for the citizens to achieve or enjoy rights. The same time, the constitution is prohibiting the government to do something that is against the rights of the individual in the country, rights of the individuals in the country. Okay, so such kind of things we already discussed, and we are here at 5.4 kinds of rights. Okay, so already we read last class. Okay, most democracies today begin by drawing up a charter of political rights. Okay, the political rights are there. Almost all the constitutions or almost all the government today, they are giving the preferences to political rights. So political rights give to the citizens the right to equality before law and the right to participate in the political process. Okay, we studied that earlier, right? What are they? The political right means not only the right to vote, number of other things also included in political rights. What are they? Give to the citizens. The political rights give to the citizen the right to equality before law. First of all, the right to equality before law. The right to equality before law, and right to participate in the political process. Okay, so that's providing a right to each and every individual to participate in the process of decision making also. 1 minute. Okay, that's it. So political rights. So political rights gives to the citizen the right to equality before law and the right to participate in political process. That means the decision making. They include such rights as the rights to vote and elected representatives. Okay, so participate in the political process, which means the government or the constitution giving power to each and every individual the right to vote. Okay, that's a power. And elect representatives, right to vote and elect representatives, the right to contest in election, right to participate in elections. Okay, the right to political parties or join to them, to right to form political parties and or join in such kind of political parties. That are the rights of an individual, basically connected with the political rights. Political rights are supplemented by civil liberties. Okay, so political rights are connected with or it is totally mixed with the civil liberties. Each and every individual, they are enjoying some freedom in the society, that is basically termed as the civil liberty. So political rights is a part of the civil liberties. The latter refers to the right to free and fair trial. Now, next one. Okay, another one freedom is the right that free and fair trial. No government can arrest an individual without a clear reason, or should not give punishment without a free and fair trial. The right to express one's views freely, the right to protest and express dissent. Collectively, civil liberties and political rights from the bias and the democratic system of government. Okay, Clear or not? So civil liberties are every individual want to enjoy in the society that is helpful for them to lead a good life in the society, like the right for free and fair trial, the right to express one's views freely. Okay, one's views, we are free to express our viewpoint or ideas, and right to protest and express dissent. If something is done by the government is not good for the people, the constitution giving us the right to protest against that right is there with us. Collectively, civil liberties and political rights from the basis of a democratic system of government. So civil liberties and political liberty is a part of the democratic system of the government. But as we mentioned before, rights aim to protect the well-being of the individual. So rights are always or the main aim of the rights, it is nothing but to protect the people, okay, or the well-being of the individual. Political rights contribute to it by making the government accountable to the people. So political rights creating a situation in the country, what is that, that creating the government accountable to the people, so giving chances to the people to ask questions. Okay, so the government want to answer the questions of the people, so government is answerable to the people. That's a political liberty. So political rights contribute to it by making the government accountable to the people, by giving greater importance to the concerns of the individual over that of the rulers, and by ensuring that all persons have an opportunity to influence the decisions of the government. So each and every individual have that power. What is that, what is that power? Right to participate in the decision making, right to choose their own representatives, right to participate in the election, right to vote, civil liberties. A number of things are there, and that makes a government to function properly in the country. Okay, so constitution providing this kind of rights to people to create a good government in the country. We can say like that. However, our rights of political participation can only be exercised fully when our basic needs. Okay, so when we are able to utilize these political liberties or sorry political rights or civil liberties only after satisfying our basic needs, only after satisfying our basic needs. So what are those basic needs? Like food, shelter, clothing, health. Okay, so we cannot say that, or we can say that the person, those who are struggling for food, struggling for shelter, struggling for clothing and health, will not care about this political right or civil liberties. First of all, their preference is to maintain their basic needs like food, shelter, clothing, health, and medicines or something like that. Okay, for a person living on the permits, okay, and struggling to meet these basic needs, political rights by themselves have a little value. Okay, the people, they are facing a lot of problem related with attaining these basic needs. There is no value for political rights for them. Okay, they require certain facilities like an adequate wage to meet their basic needs. Okay, so such kind of people, okay, basically they are giving importance to receive the basic facilities to lead the good life into society. They will not think about the political liberty, they will not think about the civil liberty or rights there. Basically they will think about a job that is able to create some income, and he or she can lead a good life into society. Hence democratic societies are beginning to recognize these obligations and providing economic rights. So almost all the democratic governments are aware about this problem. Okay, so they are trying to provide economic rights for the individuals. Economic rights for the individuals. What are they? In some countries, citizens, particularly those who with low income, okay, in different countries are there in the world. We know that most of the countries are democratic countries. Okay, number of developed countries following this system we are going to discuss here. What is that? For some countries, citizens, particularly those who with low income, so in some countries the government will give some favor to the people, those who receive or those who earn a low income. What are they? Particularly those with low income, they receive housing and medical facilities from the state or from the government. Okay, so the government will provide medical care and housing for low income group people or the poor people, we can say. In Kerala also we are able to find, in number of other states in India also we are able to find such kind of schemes running by the government to improve the quality of life of the people, basically the low income group people, right? Number of programs are there. We already discussed that in the previous chapter there. Okay, related with the social justice. Social justice, the government will create opportunities for the people or will provide something to the people to achieve a good life. Okay. In others, employed person receives a certain minimum wage so that they can meet their basic needs. Once one situation, the government can provide them housing, the government can provide them health care or medicines. The same time, the government can provide some employment and secure income for them. Okay, provide income for them. In India, the government has recently introduced a rural employment guarantee scheme among other measures to help the poor. So, coming to our country, we are able to find here in India, we created a program. We made a program to help all these kind of people, basically coming from the low income group. Low income group. Can anyone tell me that what is that program by the government to help or provide a job for this low income group people? A program is there. Basically, it is a rural employment guarantee scheme. What is that? What is the full name of that scheme? Any idea? Okay, I will write here. Suggest observe. What is this? No idea? It is Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. Guarantee Act. Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guaranteeing Act. As per this, 100 days of work is guaranteed to the people, those who registered in this scheme. Anyone can register, right or not? Anyone can register in this scheme. Okay, those who are willing to do job. Okay, so the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guaranteeing Act that functioning in almost all the villages, almost all the municipalities or towns. Okay, so the government is providing 100 days of job for the people. Okay, with a minimum wages. So that wages are helpful to the people to purchase food grains, healthcare equipments, right, or medicine they can purchase, they can utilize. Okay, so coming to the state of Kerala, there are, I mean, for example I can say that a number of other states are also following different programs. Okay, for better understanding I am using Kerala, that's only. Okay, don't think that all the developmental programs are running only in Kerala. Not only in Kerala, other states also are following the same. Okay, same system is there. Okay, so coming to Kerala means, you know that from the month of April last 2020 April onwards, there is a scheme by the state government. What is that? Free food kits are there. Grains, food items, grocery items, everything is providing freely to the people through ration shops. One program, right? Clear. So first of all, giving chances to the low income group people or minimum income group people to get food items. So that's secured. Okay. Next one, life mission plan. Another one, a life mission plan. Might you heard about this one? What do you mean by this life mission plan? Any idea? Life mission? No. So it is by the state government providing house for the homeless people. House for the homeless people. That's what the life mission program. Life mission program. So food is here. Shelter also here. Shelter also is there. And next one, what we can say that education is almost free in the government controlled schools, the public sector schools, government schools. Education is free. Next one, health care. Number of primary health care centers are there, community health care centers are there, tertiary medical treatment centers like super specialty hospitals, medical colleges are there under the control of the government, where our treatment is free. Free. So such kind of facilities are the government is providing the people to improve the life of the people. Okay, clear or not? First of all, they want to achieve these basic necessities like food, shelter, clothing. Okay, so that's Kerala. So in Tamil Nadu, the government they announced 2,500 rupees per ration card, in the month of January, along with a kit of food items, okay, grocery items, because they are going to celebrate a particular festival in Tamil Nadu. It's termed as Pongal. Okay, let it. So related with that, the government will provide this money and grocery, even clothes also. Clear or not? So governments are coming forward or moving forward with different programs basically to help the poor people, So in a democratical kind of government, we are able to find this kind of activities by the government to support the people. All right, clear? First of all, they want to satisfy, they want to get a satisfaction relation with food, clothing, shelter. Clear or not? And medicines also. Okay. First of all, want to do that, then only they want to think about, or they will think about their basic rights, or their political rights, or their civil liberties. Right or not? First, want to meet all these necessaries. Today, in addition to political and economic rights, next paragraph. Today, in addition to political and economic rights, more and more democracies are recognizing the cultural claims of their citizens. The right to have primary education in one's mother tongue. Now, cultural rights are there. Cultural rights, the part of the culture, and it is necessary. The government wanted to protect the cultural rights of the people. What do you mean by the cultural rights? Okay, the dress what we wear, okay, the food what we eat, okay, the language is the part of the culture, right? Yes or no? Why no answers from you people? Only 3 are there in the class. There, you speak something, or else it will become a one-sided one. Okay, one-sided class, like a radio. Okay, so I am not going to run all India radio here. Okay, so you want to speak. Come on. So tell me what is that? What are they? What are the culture rights? So I'm asking to you people, what are your culture rights? Means what you will say? Tell me. What will you say? Your culture rights. Come on, Elvina Joy. What is your cultural rights? Elvina?
We can eat food that we like. And the clothes we wear.
Fine.
And to follow any religion.
Okay.
And religious rituals, like some kinds of occasions.
Celebrating our festivals. Okay, fine. So, okay, Elvina, what Elvina told is correct here. So that's the part of the cultural right. So mother tongue also is a part of that, mother tongue. The right to establish. So first of all, we know that it's a part of the cultural right to get education first. To get education. What type of education? Education in one's mother tongue. Education in one's mother tongue. Today, in addition to political and economic rights, more and more democracies are recognizing the cultural claims of the citizen. The right to have primary education in one's mother tongue. That's what the part of the cultural right. Okay, the right to have primary education in one's mother tongue. It's a cultural right. The right to establish institution for teaching one's language and culture. We can establish school, we can start schools that teaching the culture or language, I mean the mother tongue, or any language. Okay, for example, the Kannada people start a school means they will give preference to the language Kannada, right? The Kerala starts means we will give preference to Malayalam. The Tamilians means Tamil, or the people from the North India basically they will use Hindi. Basically, Gujarati means Gujarati. Like that, various people will use various language. They will give importance for their mother tongue. Okay, so here, once language and culture are today recognized as being necessary for leading a good life. So, in a fundamental right, that right is the right to educational and cultural rights. Right to education and cultural rights, the part of the fundamental right. Okay, while some rights, primarily the right to life, liberty, equal treatment, and the right to political participation, are seen as basic rights that must receive priority. Okay, so political rights are there, what you can say, economical rights are there, and cultural and educational rights are there. Again, we want to give some preferences to some special rights. What are they? That is the right to life, liberty, equal treatment, and the right to political participation are seen as basic rights that must receive priority. Okay, underline and learn there. So we want to give importance for these rights. What are they? Life, liberty, equal treatment, and the right to political participation are seen as basic rights. Okay, and want to give priority for these rights also. Okay, other conditions that are necessary for leading a decent life are being recognized as justified claims of rights. Okay, and all other rights that are helpful for an individual to lead a dignified life or just what we can say, a respectful life in the society, that can be justified. Okay, so here there's a small areas there for debate. The right to culture means that no one should be allowed to make films that offend the religious or cultural beliefs of others. Okay, tell me, what is your answer? How you are going to create a debate on this topic? What I told? The right to culture means that no one should be allowed to make films that offend the religious or cultural beliefs of others. What is your answer? Are you supporting or opposing? Okay, Grishma Joshi, tell me, Grishma Joshi. Are you supporting or
I
opposing?
support the statement
So,
because
why?
if we have rights to follow our culture, then other people, we should also respect others' culture.
Of
They should
course.
also have that same right. We can may be able to make films or write books about the other religions without offending them. Then I don't think that will be an issue. But we should not offend them if they can offend us, if we are open like that and the other society is open like that, then maybe we can. But I think we should respect others' culture as well as our own culture.
Okay, fine. That's a good one. Okay, so that's it. So we know that we are expecting something from the others, right? In the society, we are expecting something from others in the society. We need respect. We need a dignified life in the society. So, at the same time, we want to provide that to others also. So that's a part of the culture, right? We can shoot films, we can create, okay, but it should not hurt the feeling of others. Okay, if it's doing so, everyone will do the same, and finally it will lead a havoc, a total trouble in the society. Okay, next one, let's think here. Okay, with the following rights granted to groups, communities are justifiable. Discuss. Next one, Jain community in a town sets up its own school and enrolls students only from its own community. Can we justify that? First statement, the Jain community in a town set up its own school and enrolls students only from its own community. Is that justiciable? Can we justify the statement?
No,
No. Why?
because the people who belong to the same community can only be educated or study in that school. But when we take in the other case of the children, they can't.
Hmm. So related with education, it's a part of the cultural right. Okay. So giving Jain community to start a school, no problem. But enrolling student only from its community, that is the wrong thing here, right or not? We are unable to accept it. So those who participate or those who willing to join in schools, okay, we want to give preferences, right? That's it. Next one, purchase of land or property in Himachal Pradesh is restricted to those who are residents in that state. Okay, purchase of land or property in Himachal Pradesh is restricted to those who are residents in that state, which means others cannot purchase land in Himachal Pradesh. Are you supporting this statement? The part of the culture? No. Come on, tell me.
Because every citizen in India, if they have the right to property and if they have the resources to buy the land from that place, they should.
Definitely they can do. Fine, good. So that's it. So we are, or we have a fundamental right. What is that? Right to move anywhere freely within the country. Right to move anywhere freely within the country. That's a part of our right. And the right to property is not a fundamental right, but that's a right. It's a right. Okay, clear. Then we are able to purchase that land in Himachal Pradesh also. Okay, but so Jammu Kashmir is another condition there. Okay, so we want to understand that in another topic. Jammu Kashmir, the problem in Jammu and Kashmir, that we will learn later. Okay, next one, third one. The principal of Co-Ed College issued a circular, and no girl should wear any Western dress. Okay, so the principle of a co-education, both the boys and girls are there. Okay, issued a circular that no girl should wear any Western dress. Tell me, what is your answer? So dress is a part of our culture, right or not? So the education institution giving a circular that should not wear Western dress. Tell me, is you are supporting or opposing? That's it.
Supporting,
Supporting. Why?
because as an institution, it's their rules and regulations to obey that.
Okay, fine, good. Okay, so each and every institution have their own rules and regulations. A bylaw will be there, so we want to accept it. Okay, but it is not hurting the culture of that particular person to wear the dress what they deserve or what they like. Okay, not like that. Thing is different here. Okay, next one. A panchayat in Haryana decided that the boy and a girl from different caste who married each other will not be allowed to live in the village. What is your answer? Is that correct or wrong? A panchayat in Haryana decided that the boy and the girl from different caste who married each other will not be allowed to live in the village. Are you supporting or opposing?
Opposing.
Opposing. Why?
Because the earlier right that we can move and settle anywhere we like, and the panchayat, they can't. Everyone in India has that right, and they can't decide.
Of course. Okay, the adult, those who complete the age of 18, I mean, in the case of girls, and 21 in the case of boys, they have the choice to choose their life partner, and it is our right to lead a life anywhere within the country. Okay, so government cannot interfere in that, right? Yes or no? Okay, so that's it. So the ideas are clear for you, right? Almost the ideas are clear. You know what is good, what is bad, related with our rights, related with our right there. Fine. Okay, next one. Moving to 5.5, rights and responsibilities. Rights and responsibilities. We know that the government ensuring the rights or guaranteeing the rights, okay, protecting by the constitution, right? Yes or no? The rights are protected by the constitution. It is protected by the constitution. So each and every individual in the country, he or she is enjoying the rights because the constitution is protecting that. Constitution obliges that to the government to do something and should not do something. It is the constitution creating the opportunity for the people there. Okay, so at the same time we can say that if the constitution is protecting our rights, constitution can give us some duties also, right? Yes or no? Yes or no? So here, rights and responsibilities, rights and responsibilities, right or not? We want to enjoy the rights, the same time some responsibilities also are there for the citizens. We want to fulfill that. Clear? What are these responsibilities? Okay, so something the government is guaranteeing, the constitution is guaranteeing, the same time asking us to do for the sake of the humanity or for the sake of the country or for the sake of the society at least. Okay, so here rights and responsibilities, what are they? Rights not only place obligations upon the state to act in a certain way, for instance, to ensure sustainable development. So the constitution says that sustainable development is important. And what do you mean by the sustainable development? We want to lead a good life in the society, and at the same time it is not with, or it should not be with the cost of the next generation or the coming generation. Clear or not? We are able to lead a good life in the society, okay, no problem, we can lead, but it should not create any problem for the next generation. Okay, that's what the sustainability of development. But they also place obligation upon each of us. Firstly, they compel us to think not just for our own personal needs and interest, but to defend something as being good for all of us. So these responsibilities is not for maintaining the good life of a single person, but for the development of the entire society or the society as a whole. Clear. Protecting the ozone layer is an example for that. Okay, what is that? Collectively we want to do. It is not for the benefit of a single individual. Clear or not? If you are cleaning the roads or cleaning the surrounding, is not just for you, but for the society. But for the society, just think like that. Example: protecting the ozone layer, minimizing the air and water pollution. Okay, so you are also wanted to participate in this kind of activities. It is not for the purpose for your development, but for the entire society. So that's what protecting the ozone layer, minimizing air and the water pollution, maintaining the green cover by planting new trees also. Clear or not? So want to understand that today what the fruits what we are eating, okay, like a mango or a coconut, it is not the result of the thing what we did. Okay, it is because of our ancestors, our grandparents, right or not? They planted something, as a result of that, okay, we are consuming it today. Clear or not? Yes or no? You can just think like that, right? Clear? Because of them we are enjoying number of things today. So today we want to do something for the next generation. That's a responsibility we want to do that. Okay, the protecting the green cover by planting new trees, I mean protecting the forest and preventing cutting down of forest, maintaining the ecological balance are things that are essential for all of us. They represent the common good that we must act to protect ourselves as well as for the future generation who are entitled to inherit a safe and clean world without which they cannot lead a responsibly good life. So this responsibilities is not for the development of a single individual. We are doing all these things for the sake of the humanity or sake of the country or the sake of the society. Clear on the entire society. That's what the responsibility we wanted to complete. Okay, we want to fulfill for the present generation and for the future generation. So rights are there, the same time some responsibilities also are there. We want to fulfill that, we want to complete that. Okay, so rights is helping us to lead a good life in the society, and completing this responsibility is helping us to create an environment for everyone, a particular situation for everyone to lead a good and a dignified life in the society. Clear? Okay, so just read up to here. Again, 2 more classes are there today. We will discuss in the next class. Thank you, and everyone. Thank you very much. Take care.